All right, fight fans. Look, we recently had him on, but he hadn't made a decision yet. He was sought out for. They were throwing shots at him from different angles, but he made a decision, the chosen one, the monster, our guy, Edgar Berlanga.
What's up, champ?
What's up, guys? How's everything, man?
Great, man. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. You know, when last time we spoke to you, you had parted ways with Top Rank, and there were some ideas. I had predictions in my head, or I felt like who you was gonna go with. I wasn't sure though, but you made it clear that Matchroom was the way to go. First thing I want to ask you is, what was the determining factor? Was it Canelo Alvarez? Because that's what people were saying.
It was that, obviously getting to that fight, we sat down with Eddie Hearn and he said like, yo, champ, like, you do what you gotta do, these next two fights, so we can line you up with that fight. And said it's a massive fight. It's Puerto Rico against Mexico. You already got the experience that you needed, the 10 rounds. So, a little bit more seasoned and we're ready for that big step. Plus, what I loved about them was that they actually care about their fighters. Like the stuff that I was bringing up, how I'm an entertainer, so I'm like, yo, I want to do this, I want my walkout entrance, I want it to be like this. They're like, yeah, whatever you want, we up for everything, with opponents too, giving us the right opponents, for the right money, not fighting tough opponents for low money. You get what I'm saying? Like find decent opponents, good opponents that'll get me to that level, to the big fights, and get paid at the same time, So it was just a lot of things overall that we fell in love with, and we're there now with Matchroom.
You know what's crazy? It was the defining factor for Canelo too. Like when he got with Matchroom, when Eddie was like, "Hey, I'll pay for you to come out with this particular artist," Canelo was like, "Oh snap, really? Wow! Like nobody ever treated me like that before." So you mean at Top Rank, they wouldn't say, "Okay, how much is Bad Bunny? Boom, let's go."
Yeah, it was with me, a lot, practically every artist don't charge me to walk me out. So if y'all see an artist pull up to the fights or anything, it's off the strength for me.
Wow.
They come Don Omar walk me out.
Yeah.
Possibly I could have I got a sum in the line right now.
Yeah, Barack, I don't think J Balvin charged Canelo to walk him out either, bro. Yeah, I don't think that.
I don't believe that. Oh no, I know he got paid. He did a whole performance. He got paid.
Yeah, but that's his
he got paid by Eddie.
Boy.
You know what cost the ticket? They told me was the production. The fireworks and
the shows. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That I know for a fact costs money. But J Balvin, that's his brother, man. So I know he did it off the strength, off the arm and stuff. Yeah. But I have a lot of artists, when they walk out of fighting, they doing it off the arm. Certain artists, make fighters pay. But yeah, man, that's something I fell in love with Eddie, man. And Matchroom was that, he told me yo, we up for that, man. We love the entertainment, we love the fight. Love the big artists, we love the performances, we love all that.
Yeah, that's important to Eddie Hearn and Matchroom, man. He does it fancy and he does it right. Can you talk a little bit about what Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy offered you, and how did that conversation go?
With Oscar, Oscar's a great dude, man. He's a guy, it was my first time ever sitting down with him and talking to him, and he's a legend. I actually caught a great vibe from him as well. He's the type of guy that I could hang out with.
Wow.
My fights, I could call him yo, what's up? Let's take the wives out. Let's go on vacation, man, and we can hang out. We chill. Type of, that's the type of connection I had with him. I was like, damn.
You can go to his doctor and get your abs chiseled like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. With Oscar, he offered two great things. The money, and
the money.
If he could have got to the Canelo route as well, he was bringing up Munguia, which is a hell of a fight for me.
Yes.
That's a big fight right there. Me and Munguia, Mexico versus Puerto Rico. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, just certain things.
Did he also say that he can lead you to the road to Canelo as well?
Yeah, he said that.
He said that, but I know that him and Canelo's beefing. So we was just trying to see maybe that won't happen, because of the guys with Canelo,
Right.
But yeah, man. So yeah, you know, we chose Matchroom, man. You know, Matchroom, I felt like we had the better offer, you know, better relationship as well. You know, as far as business.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was saying that on a podcast the other day, like, it's the easiest route to Canelo is obviously through Matchroom. Now, after you, because not only did Matchroom seek you, but you said Floyd called you and you just spoke about Oscar De La Hoya. He was telling you the things he could do for you. Right after your meeting with Oscar posted a picture of you on his Instagram. How did you feel about that, even though you wasn't even making a decision yet?
I felt honored, man. You know, like from, you know, what I was telling you, Barack, before, like I felt like I was depressed this last almost a year now since my last fight. You know, dealing with whole suspension thing, dealing with, you know,
injuries.
You know, really my first time ever getting bashed like on social media and people hating on me. I'm not used to that. You know, I'm always used to people like, you know, yo, the champ, you know, and then now I'm actually getting like hatred. It's like, damn, like I never experienced that. So like the first probably 3 months after my June fight, like I was depressed, bro. I was going through it, but then, you know, I sat down and, you know, I spoke with my dad, I spoke with my team. I'm like, you know, Keith Conley, I'm like, yo, man, like, you know, like F the haters, man. F whatever anybody got to say. You know, I take a look at Floyd. You know, like Floyd did it. You know, Floyd became this big fighter in the sport of boxing and made millions and millions of dollars of people just hating him and paying him to see him lose. So, you know, I got over that, man. You know, I started going to church and stuff again. You know, found God. And yeah, man, we here now. You know, I'm just happy to be here. I'm blessed. I'm humbled enough to say that. I'm you know, I had everybody reach out to me the way it was. I didn't expect that. You know, Floyd, man, called me up. Al Heyman, you know, Oscar, Eddie, you know, even I got a hit up from BLK Prime as well, you know. So it's like things, man.
Edgar, I was gonna ask you that about PBC and Al Heyman. Did they also make a play and an offer at you?
Yeah, they did. They just wanted to see what we wanted. And you know, Keith is a beast, man. Like, you know, go for the top of the top, you know. But you know, I feel like, you know, it wasn't the right moment for that. You know what I'm saying? The moment right now is Matchroom's own.
Listen, you mentioned being depressed and some things weren't going your way with the injuries, and that injury affected other things. Recently, you know, they've been showing a trailer for Creed 3, which you were supposed to play a heavy role in that movie. How upset were you when you saw that trailer, saying to yourself, like, damn, this injury and everything that went wrong messed me up. I should have been in that movie.
Yeah, man. I had the movie. I'm telling you, man, we had the contract already. We was about to sign the contract. Michael had already everything set up for me. My you know, the trailer, the hotel, the rental cars. You know, shout out to Paul Guerrero too. That's my man. He's with LeBron James. You know, he's with the Spring Hill Company. You know, he's doing the shop right now with LeBron and Matt Carter. That's my brother right there. Oh man, he's the one that plugged me in with that whole movie situation. You know, he made it happen. You know, so I got love for that dude forever. You know, and yeah, man. But you know, the whole injury thing happened. You know, and when it dropped, you know, I was heartbroken. I was like, damn. I hit up Paul. I hit up PR. I'm like, yo, Paul, man. I sent him the trailer. I'm like, yo, we supposed to be in that. And he was like, yo, don't worry, champ. Like, you're gonna be in the next one.
Did you speak to Michael B. Jordan after you know, you got moved out of the film?
Yeah, you know, he spoke to me. He was trying to he was fighting with the you know, the people that got to give you the insurance for the movie, like to do movies and stuff. They didn't want to give it to me because you know, we was posting up that we was just coming back, and you know, Top Rank was posting up everything of my rehab and stuff. So they was a little iffy about everything, you know. And I can understand. I'm not an actor. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big time actor where they need me in the film, you know. So you know, I just took it on the chin, man. I'm just glad to be in that I was in that position to be offered that type of role, man, because I was a big role, you know. So I'm just blessed, man.
But you're young, man, and there'll be more roles out there. So I think eventually you will touch that screen for sure.
Especially if you keep winning. Now, speaking of keep winning, I figure maybe if you have two nice high-profile fights, that might get you to Canelo. Some people might say more. Some people might say, hey, you got to fight the winner of Benavidez and Plant. If there were two names that you had to beat to earn a fight at Canelo, what would those names be?
I'll say like I'll say like a Munguia and a Triple G.
Okay.
Wow. I feel like, Triple G right now, obviously just finished fighting Canelo. Munguia is Mexican, he's young, he's a real Mexican, and he did numbers. So I seen what he did, when he fought Rosado, main events and stuff. So I feel like a Munguia and a Triple G.
Are those two fights or two fighters that Eddie has mentioned to you during your negotiation?
Not really. Munguia, he mentioned. Matter of fact, he did mention Triple G too. That could be a big fight. You know what I'm saying?
Do you guys have a long, a multi-fight deal? If so, how many fights?
Yeah, we got a 3-fight deal with them.
Nice.
So it's like a 4-fight deal. So we got some where we fight 2 fights, fight Canelo, we beat Canelo, and there's the rematch clause. We got a rematch.
So 3 fights and potentially 4.
Yeah, man.
So these 2 fights right here, the most important fights in your life right now to get to that Canelo fight. And think about this. Canelo got to keep winning too, because he might fight Bivol. You know what I mean? So he lost to Bivol already, so Canelo has to keep winning as well.
But I just seen they just posted something up with that they trying to make Matchroom trying to make the Bivol versus Arthur Better Beef.
Right. I like to see that fight.
In June, so that's a firework fight right there, man. Listen, man, I'm just happy to be with Matchroom, you know what I'm saying, with the zone, with you guys, with my brothers, man. Eddie Hearn is the GOAT, he made it happen, like I always say, he a legend, man. He came from overseas, came to the U.S. and took over,
right.
So.
No doubt. Listen, we're happy to obviously have you here at the zone, looking forward to what's next. Is there a name, a date, something being thrown around or discussed for you next time in the ring?
I would say, but I don't know if I don't think I have the
authority to say it right now.
The authority to say it right now, but we're looking at a fight there right now. We got an opponent locked in already.
Okay.
So man. I don't know if I'm gonna hold back on this.
I don't know if you privy to announce that. Yeah, you want to wait for the official announcement. All right, we'll wait for it. We
ain't waiting.
I'm just trying to. I'm just waiting for Matchroom and keeping my dad to make sure tell me you could do it.
That sounds good. You ain't even telling us who's walking you out. You ain't telling us nothing. Listen, all those celebrities.
Give Akin Barak something exclusive. Give Akin Barak something exclusive. Go on. What does everybody? Give us something that nobody else knows.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. I'm in talks right now with Weezy, with Lil Wayne.
Oh wow!
Get with me, with him. I'm in talks with him and his crew right now. So
okay. Wow. Who's gonna be your trainer? Are you still working with Dre? What's up? Who's your trainer?
Mark Ferrite. Actually, my first trainer, the one that made the monster. Nobody don't know, but before the whole blow up thing of the first round knockouts,
Yeah.
He was the one that made me. He started me from basically scratch. I feel like, when he grabbed me from the amateurs, he seasoned me into a pro, into a knockout artist. Right. And we never had a fallout. Now, it was just certain things that was going on in Tampa that I didn't like, not with him, but with somebody else. And I just kept it going. I came to New York, signed with Keith, whatever, and let my career progressed. But I'm going back over there, man. I need to go back. Mark is he's my. I could say a custom model. He's my Eddie Hearn, so he's my Freddie Roach. He made the monster, man, and he knows me in and out. He built me. It's like building a Bugatti, man. He built something that nobody could maintain, man. It's hard, So.
And I guess this was the destiny. You find your way back to him where it started. Obviously, you're a much bigger name now, but there's a certain comfort level. He knows you best. So good luck with that, champ. On that note, hope to hear an announcement soon as to what's next for you, and good luck on your journey with Matchroom.
All right. Thank you, my bro. I appreciate you guys, man. The zone.
Absolutely. Likewise, man. Take it easy, brother.
All right.
Introducing the new DAZN Boxing Show podcast. No matter the time or the place, getting your boxing content has become easier than ever. Tune in as we give you exclusive insights, predictions, fight night recaps, and more alongside the biggest names in the game. All for free. Available globally every Thursday across all audio streaming platforms, and with new episodes dropping weekly to give you the latest news. Just type in the DAZN Boxing Show podcast, listen in, and enjoy.